All right. We've had a pretty rough day today. It was hot, and I mean hot. Hotter than a hooker's doorknob on payday hot. But we made some progress, got a lot done, got all the pipe in, finally. Um, got all that done today. Got most of the gravel on everything. Um, looks pretty good down there. It really does. It looks really good. Should finish everything tomorrow. Um, should be everything done. I got to talk to the customer. We'll try to change out. We're watching some Logger Wade. I'm sitting in the office. Just got done eating my dinner. I didn't get no lovely note in this one, I don't think. Let me look. Nope. No lovely note. Crossroads Diner in Salt Rock, which is just up the road there. They usually put a nice little note at the top of my pizza box for me. But we got it come an absolute downpour today. I bet it rained. I don't know. I bet it rained a couple inches in a matter of 30 minutes, maybe. It was raining so hard, the rain was rushing off the roof, and it actually was bypassing the gutter, which is, we put gutter drains in. So we got all that done. Looking pretty good. Looking really good down there. We'll most likely get, me and Rook will probably move equipment Friday. We'll probably move dozer, excavator in over on this next job. I'll probably ask the boys if they want a couple of them, if they want to work some overtime Friday. But most of them, they choose just to go on home because of, it is summertime. They want to do some stuff with their family and everything. And so I usually just try to give them the option, but I always like to give them at least a little bit of overtime. I do need my trucks washed. My little puddle jumper, they called today up Dodge, Walker Dodge in Hurricane, said that somebody jerry-rigged a fuel pump relay underneath the bottom of it with their known, that's a known problem with Dodge. I guess they've got a fix for it. Instead of somebody taking it to Dodge and getting it fixed, they just kind of jack-legged it around, cut the wiring harness and everything. But they gave me a break, they said, and I kind of believe it because my cousin works up there. We've done some business with them in the past. So they're going to fix that. Of course, the other side of the exhaust manifold, I put the passenger side on already, and I had now I got to put the driver's side on. That's a typical problem with the 5.7 Hemis. So both sides that'll be done. It'll have a new, all the fuel pump relays and everything. He said all that stuff tested out good. As far as the fuel pump, they're putting a new relay on it. They're going to wire it all together. So, looks like I'll have that truck back tomorrow or Friday. So that'll be my puddle jumper back. And we'll start our big clearing job. We're going to start our big clearing job there for Kim Jackson up in Milton area. He's a pretty good sized greenhouse outfit. I'm on the board with him up Hamlin on the Farm Service Council. So we got a pretty good sized clearing job for him. I really want to burn it because I hate brush piles. I just hate the way they look and everything. So I really, really, really want to burn it. But we'll just, no pun intended, we'll burn that bridge when we get there. But if it rains a little bit, I'd love to burn it. If it don't rain, it's getting a little bit too dry for me to want to burn. You get some of these, what happens is when we throw a big gob of brush on there, it's measurements from today. I didn't have no paper to write on, so I just write it on my hand. What happens is you throw a big log on that fire, and the embers go up in the air, and they land about 150 yards over on the other side of the hill where you're working at. It all goes up, and then you've got to try to chase fire. We've set the woods on fire once this year already. We don't want to do that again. And there's no water on that hill at all. No water, none. So what to dig in a fire pit. And the last job I dug a fire pit in on, I didn't dig it big enough, so I really had to work my butt off to get that thing smothered out. I'm not gonna make that mistake again. So, but yep, we just wanted to give y'all an update. I didn't get any pictures. I didn't get any videos today. It's been hard last few days. Had some major stuff on my mind, so didn't really feel like making videos today. But getting everything on the mends. Did want to give you guys a update. I'm sitting in the office in here. I don't know if anybody's ever been in my office before, but my office, as you can tell, we collect hats and John Deere memorabilia. John Deere stuff. This was a clock that my niece Amber got me. A pretty clock. I think my niece Dana got me this, and then my salesman from Leslie's. Here's a it's like a lamp. I think my wife got me that for Christmas. It's a team we sponsored in softball and stuff, and of course this is some stuff where years ago we was doing a little bit of business. Little boy I sponsored motocross. Of course I'm big on, I don't do logging, but I have over the years, but I love logging equipment. This is my youngest son here. This is one year for Christmas. My wife said she got me a Challenger, which I do. She was BSing me, but this was what I unpacked. Now I collect Zippo lighters and stuff, and of course anything John Deere, John Deere knives. My sheriff Chuck Zirkle, the Cabell County Sheriff, he got me a cup, a tumbler there, and got me a little nice, pretty thing we hang up. But I had my two brothers, my wife. We hadn't been married, we hadn't been together probably a few months, and we took that picture probably. But of course we all know what kind of. That's right. Big time into Kenworths. That's what anything. I'm a big collector on stuff. I love my daughter Victoria. She made me that one year, and we're big into Kenworths, anything collectors. Making sure I'm just W9s and dump trucks and stuff, John Deere stuff, of course. My wife says I have a fetish with calendars because I do have calendars everywhere. I said, well, I want to know what day it is. But that's my couch, my safe over there. I keep all my stuff in. There's more John Deere stuff. More John Deere stuff. There's stuff down here. But these are pictures. This is something cool. Let me show you all this. Let me go over and turn the light on. These are all like job pictures. Make sure I'm getting all of that. These are all like job pictures, and just pictures that kind of just stuck out to me over the years. This is stuff that's growed with us. There's some stuff on here from the very beginning. I don't know, can y'all see this? See this old dozer? That was the very first dozer I bought. And I was proud as a peach of that thing for about 2 weeks. And then I found out real quick, old dozers, old problems, big money. So we got rid of it. And then, let me see if I got a picture of it on here. That's when we got the little 650. Where's it at? I can't believe it's not on there. By golly, it ain't. Anyway, we got this little 650 John Deere. And then this, see this? That is a JCB. That was my very first backhoe. It's the very first backhoe I had. JCB stands for Junk Coming Back. Don't buy a JCB. They have British pipe threads. I had a hose about 18 inches long and about a half-inch round hose. Well over $100 and some odd because it's British pipe threads. This was some of the Cabelcos over the years that we had rented. They're good. They're good machines. They're still second to a Deere, but they're a good machine. Of course, this is the old that's the old 130 case with the brush claw on it. I still got the brush cloth. And of course, you all know this is the over 1650. We got rid of it. This was when it delivered my 130. I got my brand new 130. I haven't got any pictures of Bodie. This was whenever I bought this skid steer. It's when I bought that brand new John Deere, the new 333. We had demoed, man, we demoed Case, we demoed Kubota. We didn't give anything else a chance, wasn't no used to. And they wasn't no comparison. The Deere's better, way farther better on any skid steer. Oh, here it is. This is the day that I went down in Tennessee and got it. A friend of mine, Thomas Mays, me and him borrowed another friend of mine, local excavating guy, Steve Aggins. We borrowed his truck and trailer, went to Tennessee and got it. On the way down, we picked up an old service body truck for Chad Walker, another childhood friend of mine. This was my second backhoe. That was my 310 SG. That was a Cadillac of a backhoe. I mean, it was absolutely phenomenal. I ended up selling it to a local guy here. As far as I know, they still run it. I just sold it because I didn't use it very much. This was when the wheel fell off my dump truck. Always check your grease, because that's what happens when you don't have no grease in your front wheel. It will fall off, OFF off, and pass you up going down the road. This was my white trash Cadillac. That was my Dodge Ram Laramie Mega Cab at $80,000 work truck. Didn't make sense. So I traded it in and bought the 4500 that I got now, which it should be on here. Right there. That's my Cadillac work truck. Now, this was when we used to keep a 210 all the time. This was an old dump, old coal bucket hauler I had. This was the day that we bought the property down here. I'm not remembering if it was, I'm thinking it was the early spring. We actually we actually closed on the property in December. And I'm thinking that picture was taken February, March on a pretty day. That's when I installed that sign. I made the KD sign and made it official that it was KD property where we was going to move to. This was just some utility work we was doing. There's some more utility work. I made these spools and stuff to do what we do. That was a track truck that we had for a reclaim we had. This was whenever I turned my little blue. This is the same truck as this. It's just this was when I first got it. This was one of my mowing tractors that I built. I mean, this is just kind of like, this was that was like the first official KD truck right here. And that was one of my favorite trucks. It had an old 360 gasoline motor in it, standard shift 5-speed. It would go anywhere you pointed it. Then anything else? This was my very first Chevrolet I bought. That was my second Chevrolet I bought. That's pretty much it. This was one of my favorite trucks too. That was an 03, I think, Ram. Had the Hemi with a 5-speed. I wish I never sold that truck. That was my favorite truck. We started to get a little bit of rust on. I don't like rust. Years and years and years of me having to, every winter, go in, cut the rust out, weld patch panels in, put Duraglass in it. I mean, it was an every year thing, every winter thing. That stuff gets old. It gets old. So now when it gets rust, I take it somewhere and get it fixed, or I trade it off or sell it. But no, I mean, that's just basically what we do. I mean, these over here are just family pictures. I don't want to go through all them, but because I don't want to put all my family on the internet. But this is just my office. I mean, we built this from nothing. It's a nice place for me to come in and do paperwork and bid jobs, and we really enjoy it. It comes in handy. So you guys have a good day, and we will get back on track tomorrow. Get you some videos. Try to try to capture a few more moments. We had some pretty good moments today we should have had on video, but I didn't. I won't make that mistake again.